Okay, I realize that I'm shooting at night and there's not a lot of light. I don't think there's a lot of light getting through on this video, and I don't want to mess with trying to figure out how to get more light onto the video. What I want to talk about is Christianity and growing good karma and the rewards of growing good karma. Now, mainly I want to talk about after you really set yourself straight and you get all your priorities in order, and you really start living from decision to decision, from choice to choice, and you're always choosing the best choices based on good karma value, which means what's ahead of you in the future. If you make this choice now, if you choose to pick up some trash off the ground, help somebody change their tire, tell a joke, comfort somebody that's in distress, help an animal. You might have to put an animal down. An animal might be half dead. And yes, nature is going to take care of that animal, but you might be able to take care of it a little quicker. Save the animal a little bit of pain. I was with a deer one time, and the people that came by told me that deer could have lived 3 more days. And that deer was waking up, it was quivering in sheer pain, like it had internal bleeding, and then it would pass back out. And there was nothing I could do for that deer. And thankfully, a couple people stopped after about an hour in South Carolina. 500 cars later, somebody stopped and realized that that deer needed to be, helped along on its path towards heaven. Really, it wasn't coming back. Hit by a car, it was sitting on the side of the road, and I was just kind of sitting there with it. I almost tried to beat it to death with a hammer, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. There was people driving by, and that's the only thing I had on me. I didn't know how to slit the throat of a damn deer. Anyway, getting back to my point, good karma, growing good karma. We have to make good decisions. They have to be based, in integrity, honesty, all the things the Bible, God wants us to be. He wants us to really be those things. He doesn't want us to lie and act like we're fucking good people. He wants us to be good people. It's got to shine through when light has got to come out of you. It's got to emanate from you, right? That's God's purpose, God's gift, God's light. It's got to, He puts it in you, and then comes out. Don't ask me how. Don't know. What I'm saying is, as Christians, we believe we're going to be tortured our entire fucking lives. That's what it teaches. That's what happened to Jesus and every apostle that followed him. Every disciple tortured to death. So we figure if we're going to be Christians, we're going to be tortured to death. Torture. The more we live for Jesus and like Jesus, follow in his teaching and his footsteps, the more we're going to get tortured. We figure there's never going to be a break, and we're going to die being tortured, and then we can finally reap our rewards in heaven, which Jesus already told us about. Anyway, but it's not like that completely, because God seems to want his people to have some fun here on earth. So after we've proven ourselves to God by making good choices for days and weeks and months, and repenting of our bad choices and asking forgiveness when we know we're doing stupid shit, staying in communication with God, our entire lives. It's a one-on-one walk. You're brought into this world. You weren't born, unless you were born with a twin or a triplet or better, you were walking alone with God. And even if you were born with a twin, guess what? Your walk is still alone with God. Jesus said, don't get married. He said, walk with God, enjoy the blessing that the Lord has for you. Jesus, it was funny when it came to sex and marriage and all that stuff. He said the best thing to do is to walk alone with God through life. He said, if you have to have sex, then he said, marry one person and stay with them, stay faithful to them, and have sex with them because you can't seem to handle not having sex. That's what is written in the Bible, if I'm not mistaken. It's how Jesus had described it. I mean, I have to dig it out, but I have a pretty good memory of the entire Bible. Um, my point is this, and it's the point that my life has brought me to, and that is if I do serve God and I do make good karma choices and I grow good karma, I grow it. Grow IQ, you grow good karma, and you grow health all at the same time. You know, you want to get far in life, you better have good health, you have strong IQ, and we'll always be talking about this stuff, breaking it out. But right now I'm talking about karma and growing good karma. And you can say you're doing this, you can say you're doing that, but it's in your actions. You know, I talk about good karma, but I back it up. I live it. I really do pick up trash and make good choices and help animals pass on and everything I could possibly do. I mean, I saw a dog, and I'm not bragging, but a dog needed water tied to in the sun the other day in Savannah, Georgia, in fucking July, and I gave the dog some water, ice water, Fiji water. And when it got done, I poured the Fiji water back into my thermos because that's precious water. The dog couldn't have been happier. Ice cold Fiji water. It was a puppy. It needed it. It was in distress. It was barking and yelping, and I could understand its problem. Really, I could. The owner came out. It was a beautiful young girl, and that was nice to talk to. It was a beautiful girl, but I also let her know that maybe she should put the dog in the shade next time. Anyway, karma, growing good karma, now reaping your rewards, because the Bible does say you'll sow what you reap, you'll reap what you sow. So you sow seed, right? You start out with something small, you grow it, you grow IQ, you grow health, and you grow good karma. Bring them all three up at the same time, don't fucking just concentrate on one or two. Grow them all. Lose that weight. Quit acting so fucking fat and stupid, and fucking really, really concentrate on your health, your longevity, your integrity, your cursing. Thou shalt not use the Lord's name in vain is the first thing that came out of Jesus' mouth when he taught us how to pray. Anyway, I curse and say the Lord's name in vain all the time, but I've been working on it. And the more I work on it, the better for my karma, because that turns a lot of people off when you start cursing and using the Lord's name in vain. It's a signal. It sends that really. I mean, you're beaming right to God. You're saying, it's your fault, and it's a coined phrase. I mean, I don't think much when I say it. I'm just pissed off. That's what comes out, but I really am working on, just because Jesus said don't use God's name in vain, and his name is God, so don't say God damn it, right? Don't do it. Fucking cut that out. Cut that out of your your routine, of your daily stupidity. My point is, you will start to reap the benefits of good karma, and I'm sure right after I say this, the cops are gonna bust in and fucking take me up to jail. But the truth of the matter is that if you walk by faith, not by sight, that's important. That's important. Never let your left hand know what your right hand's doing. Man, that's important. It's important for you to have fun going through life, really. Jesus laid it out so that you could have the most fun and reap the most rewards in heaven, because you're not storing riches on earth. You can't take your Porsche with you, And I did write that little joke. I don't know if it got on the video yet, but what's the only thing you can take with you when you go? Your soul. So that's it. Everything else stays on earth. But Jesus said that thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So that means the laws in heaven apply on earth, and thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. On earth as it is in heaven. So that means that God is going to create a heaven-like planet with earth. He's going to turn earth into an heavenly planet, because what is done in heaven will be done on earth. It's like a, it's like a, I don't know, it's like God was given his heaven, and he's giving his son, probably the entire universe, but at the very least this planet. Anyway, my point is simple. I have been reaping incredible karma, and it's miracle after miracle after miracle, because it pops up right in front of my nose. I don't know why I pick things up. I don't know why I make left-hand turns, right-hand turns, go straight, walk, take a bike. I don't know why I do anything. I just go with what feels right at the moment and at the time. And a lot of it's just exercise, and I enjoy partying a little bit, and smoking a little bit of tobacco and weed and whatever else, Sin is different than breaking the laws. So, you can break a lot of laws and not piss God off, because he realizes your choices are very dim, And Jesus even said, forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Mainly Jesus was trespassing, is what I'm thinking. And as in his prayer, he tried to discuss with the apostles that, hey, we're not breaking any laws in heaven. Earth has gotten bought up, and everybody thinks they own it, and you cross this line, you get shot. I ain't like that in heaven. So we just ask forgiveness and make our choices, and God, takes care of the rest, really. Now, that's kind of a spiritual talk, and I'm going to tell you the truth, man. Miracles pop up on me every day, and good karma leads to good rewards, and if I get burned for $10 or $20 or something happens, I don't know, fall back on I got burned for $10 the other day, or today, or yesterday, I can't remember, and it didn't even faze me at all. At the end of it all, my blessings are so big, my cup runneth over so much, with food and, just blessing after blessing. For a homeless guy, man, I'm blessed. I just picked up a slice of pizza out of a trash can a few minutes ago, and man, that was a blessing. That pizza was just what I needed, and then something else happens, and it's just what I needed, and I find a tool, and it's the tool I'm going to need tomorrow. A pair of flip-flops, a jacket, a t-shirt. I throw a bunch of stuff away, I give stuff away, and all of a sudden blessings come right back and hit me right upside the head. I'm not even asking for them. God's totally in control, and he also said, there's a time and a place for everything. There's a season for everything. To everything, turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, 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 and a time for everything under heaven. So, it's not always drink beer time, and it's not always smoke pot time. It's not always do this and do that and have sex time or whatever. But God says there is a time. And when that time comes, it'll be great to get married and have sex again with a beautiful girl, and if it doesn't happen in this life, it'll happen in the next one, which leads me to my next joke. It's been real hot out. It's July in Savannah, Georgia. It's been steaming. 105, 110 is the heat index. It's murder, this humidity is like unbelievable. But you don't complain, you smile, and you be happy, and you're thankful. Your health is so much better than everybody else around you, because people are fat and unhealthy. What was my point? think I forgot it. But that was enough information. And what I really want to say is people don't believe in karma, they don't believe in good luck. And there's an old saying that luck favors the prepared, and I love that one. That one works for me all the time. Um, Good karma. What did I? My underlying point is that once you straighten your shit up and you really, really do make those good decisions and you open your heart up to other people and you look for opportunities to help God accomplish His plan, because He's got, 7 billion people that could be helping Him, accomplish His plan, whatever that is. Just doing what we should be doing and feeling good about doing it should, you know, God will give you, you know, a path to travel that's going to help Him, and you're going to have fun along the way. Um, they think I get tortured and this and that for being homeless. It's hard, it's torture, but honestly, I'm the kind of guy that likes physical activity, and I've always pushed it out to the limits in surfing, skateboarding, whatever I was doing, mountain biking, snowboarding, water skiing, slalom through a course. It didn't matter, I was always going to try my hardest and do my best and push my body as much as I could. So to be homeless and, assed out with no money and blah, 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 I don't know. It's a perfect time to learn how to walk by faith. And I've been homeless 10 years of my life, so I'm just talking, it's with nothing backing it up. I've literally spent 10 years outdoors. Um, so everything has taught me and matured me to really, really, really just feel some joy most of the time. I mean, I live and I cast out all negativity. I won't be around it. I don't want to hear it in my ears. I block it out. I put music on. I don't let people do anything. I don't talk to people. I'll talk to the dog, but I won't talk to the human. I don't want to hear one negative fucking word out of anybody, ever. So I work to be positive. And you want to know how to start growing IQ, high IQ. And it doesn't really matter how high when you started. What matters is that you continue to grow your IQ and that you continue to become smarter. And the way you grade your IQ is simply to grade it against other people. And you get around other people and you figure out, are you smarter than them or are they smarter than you? And then eventually you start to score them, and then you just start to figure out how much smarter are you than they are, or vice versa. And as you grow higher and higher on the IQ scale, you'll just naturally start to push ahead of percentages of people where you're going to be smarter than 30% of the population, and then 40 and 50 and 60 and 70 and 80. And when you get up into the 90 percentile, you're going to find out that there's some smart motherfuckers, the rich too, 90% smarter than the rest of the world. I'm just talking about IQ scores, really. And then it gets down to about 5 people, start cracking 210, 215. Mark Zuckerberg aced the SAT. That's pretty good. I can't even remember taking it, but I must have. I don't know. I went into trade school. I don't even think I needed the SAT, but I think I took it. I don't remember. I went to college too to study music, so I must have taken the SAT. I don't know what the score was. Find out don't really matter because I was only 25 years old at the time. I started school, back to college for music, trying to get better at guitar, but I couldn't figure out how to do it without just literally living with the guitar 24/7, which I just I had so many other things going. I didn't have the hours of free time. I guess maybe I had a lot more hours that I could have played the guitar. Practice, 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 but I don't know. Never worked out. I love writing and playing the guitar. I love playing beautiful guitars, expensive, just I love playing gorgeous, well-made guitars. I forget what the price is. I don't care. And then I love writing. I just love writing music. I love writing poems. They turn into songs, and it's easy to do. So, I mean, it would have been the easiest job in the world for me to be a songwriter if I could spit them out even to this day. Anyway, my point is that after you fight and fight and fight for your path, for your truth, and you don't give up on your truth no matter where fucking they throw you and how much they beat you up. And I was hog-tied in a fucking jail cell one time with fucking handcuffs behind my back, like 3 pairs to hog-tie a motherfucker. Yeah, try fucking waking up from that. In that condition, where you wake up, you're hog-tied, you can't drink water, you fucking can't do nothing, cops are laughing at you, and then you pass out, and then you wake up again, you're still hog-tied, and you pass out, and eventually one time you wake up and they fucking finally cut you loose. They've decided that whatever you fucking did, 24 hours being hog-tied was going to be enough punishment, and I couldn't even fucking tell you what it did. Don't know. Woke up one day, I was fucking hog-tied in a jail cell, Forgot what all that was about, but anyway, what I'm trying to say is clean up your thoughts. Don't lust after women. Don't look at women sexually. Jesus told us not to do it. And clean up your thoughts. Be an honest person. Doesn't matter how much money you have, really doesn't. And don't ask anybody for anything. Trust God for everything. And when you die, you die. I mean, I got hit by a car the other day. I fucking thought I was dead. I really did. I got hit hard. It totaled the car. On my bike, got hit. Got ticketed too. Anyway, total little turbo fucking Volkswagen landed right on the windshield. Got thrown off the car. Fuck, I thought I was dead. I was going through the air in somersaults, landed on the pavement. And all I could think was, God, I'm going to meet Jesus right now. I mean, God, I thought I had 30, 40 years left. It's over right fucking now. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, whatever happens after death, I guess I'm going to find out right fucking now, because I'm a dead man. I was waiting for a cement mixer to run my ass over after I felt that car hit me. I figured the next thing that's going to happen is I'm going to get run over by whatever just fucking blasted me. That's what I was thinking. I had about 3 seconds to fucking think. Then I got up off the ground, scraped myself up, and fucking dusted myself off, and told them I didn't want to talk to a fucking paramedic, and rode off on my bike. I had to sign a ticket and fucking rode off. Got ticketed for stopping at a stop sign and not yielding to oncoming traffic. Pretty kind ticket, but I don't go to court and I don't pay tickets. I'm sorry. I wasn't put on this planet to fucking jump through hoops. Anyway, point being, and it doesn't matter where you land. Cops can pick you up for anything. They were busting my balls for sleeping on a park bench. Said they were going to ban me from Chatham County for sleeping on a fucking park bench. They have had it. That is the worst a person can do, especially around $1 million homes. Can you imagine these poor people trying to walk their dogs? That's what the cops said. You're around millionaires, man. You don't get to sleep here. We got laws in place for people like you. Anyway, trust in the words Jesus said, and he said, the meek shall inherit the earth. Get with the meek. Get with the poor. Get with the humble. Get with the fucking program, because, he said, there wasn't going to be a lot of people coming to dinner at his parties. And I feel the same way about my parties, man. My parties are getting smaller and smaller and smaller all the fucking time. And I don't expect anybody to know what I'm talking about right now, but trust me, there's some truth involved. I gotta go. Bye.